Well, hello everyone, and welcome back to NFL Code Breakers. Hope you all are having happy holidays and watching the tremendous game that's going on between the Giants and Eagles. I think the score of that is 17-3, with the first half about ending. But without further ado, let's get into our topics for today. And today we're gonna be talking about the offensive rookie of the year race, which is really phenomenal. I haven't seen something like this in many, many years, many moons, I would say, because it's been that long. It's about Puka versus Stroud. But then we also have this great thing where we get to describe why the Chargers are sucking, how bad they're sucking, and can they do anything to fix it? That and all will be answered on today's episode. And I'm so glad you guys came in, joined. We're grinding to around 50 subscribers. That is our goal, and I would like to really grow this channel. So thank you all for tuning in right now. But sorry, I'm holding this back. Let's get into it. All right. So let's start with C.J. Stroud, right? C.J. Stroud himself is a phenomenal prospect. He was picked second in the 2023 NFL draft. He's a rookie, all right? Straight up. He is just a normal rookie quarterback, all right? Except he's not so normal. And I'll tell you why. If you can see on the screen here, I don't know if you can, he is currently ninth in passing yards in the NFL. He is currently behind only Matthew Stafford, Patrick Mahomes, Trevor Lawrence, Josh Allen, Brock Purdy, Dak Prescott, Jared Goff, and Tua Tagovailoa. Those 8 people above him are either very, very good or Hall of Fame caliber level. And the point of these stats is that he's just an amazing player all around, right? And he has just lifted the Texans from the abyss and has given them playoff hopes. And I know he's been out these two games, but hopefully when he comes back, he'll really push the Texans to that playoff push. He is a really good player. Like, if you can see his stats, in 13 games played, he has completed 275 of his passes for 404 out of 441 attempts. His completion percentage is 62.4%. All right? Just to give you a little bit of insight, that's better than Jalen Hurts' QB completion percentage, Lamar Jackson, Russell Wilson. I mean, he's just amazing. And, I just feel that this kid is special. And offensive rookie of the year, maybe, right? I mean, he's just a special guy. And his QBR, by the way, is he's top 10 in the league also. But let's bring it up to our another prospect that's competing against Stroud. Puka Nakua. Now, Puka, just an incredible story. Born in Provo, Utah. An incredible man. He was selected in the fifth round in the same draft class as Stroud 2023, also a rookie, of course. And he's just been lights out for Rams. He has recorded 1,327 receiving yards, 95 receptions. He has just had, in my opinion, the best rookie wide receiver season. I'm telling you guys, better than Randy Moss. That's how good of a season he's been having. And he's going up against Stroud, right? So these two are just battling out, and Puka is battling with his team, and Stroud is battling with his team just to make this playoff push, right? And they are just helping their team so much. It's just incredible to watch that. And it's just, like I said, it's just amazing, right? And you know what? I think Puka ultimately wins Offensive Rookie of the Year. Maybe the canons will vote CJ because he's a quarterback, but I know everybody will know who's watching this video and who's not, is that Puka is just an amazing player. Like I said so many times, he should win Offensive Rookie of the Year. He should. Over Stroud. Puka is on levels amazing. He's top 5 in receiving yards. And look at the guys he's with. He's with Amon-Ra, he's with AJ, he's with Tyreek Hill. It's just he should win the offensive rookie of the year. He really should. And Stroud's been great and all, but Puka's been better. All right, he's had the better rookie season. And Stroud has been injured. Puka has been not. Puka's been a tough guy. I mean, we saw him a few weeks ago. Puka going down with that injury. And that's wrapping up for this conversation. Next, for the final part of our show. Oh, the Chargers. The Chargers, the Chargers, the Chargers. Sometimes, I don't know how the Chargers disappoint me more. It's absolutely horrible. I mean, when they hired Brandon Staley a few years ago, I thought that would be optimism because I didn't really like Anthony Lynn that much of a coach. Staley brought some new power to the defense in 2020. You know what? In his first year as coaching, things were going pretty well with the Chargers. They looked like they were going to get a playoff spot, but they dropped a few last. And we all remember that famous Raiders-Chargers game where these two very challenged teams came up, and a tie would put them both in the playoffs and put the Steelers out. So, as Derek Carr runs the ball off, the Raiders are obviously just trying to get the tie so both of them can go in. But what does Brandon Staley do? He calls a timeout. And because he calls a timeout with 38 seconds left in overtime, the Raiders have a chance to just march down, and they kick the game-winning field goal, and the Chargers were eliminated. And though the Chargers finished with a winning record that season, they still didn't make the playoffs. And it was just disappointing for people like me, because I'm like, this team had so much talent. And you know what? I found they were coming back in inventions in 2022 to 2023. And you know what? They did. They did not prove me wrong. The Chargers that year went 10-7, a win better than they had previously, and they made the playoffs. They made it as the 5th seed because Kansas City was all high, mighty powered, and they were going to the lowly Jacksonville Jaguars, who snuck in a bad division. And they were in that game. Yeah, they were up 27-0, and we all thought, that's done. Let's wrap it up. But no, Trevor Lawrence came back with a vengeance after his 5 turnovers. Think about that. 5 turnovers in the first half. 5 turnovers. 5 of them. And he just comes back and says, you know what, guys, it's not over yet. We're going to take over the game. And that's what they did. They went down the field so many times, scored. And then the Chargers scored to even it out. And then at the end, one of the running backs made a crucial run. They kicked the game-winning field goal, and boom. 3rd largest deficit overcome in NFL history. Right there in front of our eyes. Right there as I was watching. Right there when millions of people in the world watching this. And they blew it again. And many people after asked Staley to be fired. And Chargers stayed loyal to him. And he was not fired. So this season, coming in, Chargers were low. They had Khalil Mack, Joey Bosa, Asante Samuel Jr., Jordan Davis. They had Derwin James also. That's a lot of defensive stars. They have a star-studded defense. And also on the offensive side, you had Justin Herbert. You had Keenan Allen. You had Mike Williams. You had Quentin Johnson, the first-round pick out of TCU also. So you had good draft picks. You had all of that. So there's really no reason, there was no excuses that year for the Chargers not to succeed. And in normal Charger fashion, they dropped so many one-score games this year. And, it's really been frustrating for people like me. It was just appalling how many. And that 63-21 Chargers lost on Thursday Night Football really just capped their whole season off, and Staley just got fired, which he should have in the first place. Then Chargers went out, recently to the Bills, and they lost another one-score game. So, who knows? Maybe it will take 5-10 years, or maybe it will take just a season from now. But right now, the Chargers franchise is just in awe what to do. You have a quarterback signed long-term, you have star-studded players, but they can't win. And that's the whole definition of that. All right, everyone. Thank you for tuning in today. I really, really appreciate it. And I hope you all have a great, happy holidays. Make sure to like and subscribe below. I really hope that you do. We're trying to make this channel grow. And yeah, you guys, thank you. I'll be posting new stuff every day. And comment in videos you want me to share